Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with another Think Tank Thursday and my fabulous friend, Robyn Ryan. How are you, Miss Robyn?
Doing well. Good to see you.
I'm so glad to have you here, darling.
Thank you for the invitation.
We're going to have such a great time tonight. Miss Robyn, would you mind to tell all the folks out there a little bit about you? Who are you and how do we know each other?
Well, I am Robyn Ryan, and I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for a little over 21 years now. So it's been a little while. But it all started out, I had never heard of Stampin' Up! I had to, back then, go online and look it up. So I was like, well, this sounds fun. So I just randomly picked someone near me, and she came to my house and did a party, and I was hooked. So after that, I signed up, and it's been 21 years since then, and loving every minute.
Amen, sister.
Exactly. And I met Dana, gosh, in Atlanta. How many years ago was that, Dana? It was a little while ago.
7 or something like. I think
Something.
it was 7.
I think that's about right. Yeah. So Dana and I just randomly met, and we've been friends ever since.
I know, it's so much fun. I think that's probably one of my absolute favorite things about Stampin' Up. I mean, obviously, we all love the crafting stuff, but oh my
Right.
God, all the wonderful friends that we've made, it's just amazing.
Exactly.
I love it. All right, so welcome everyone. We see that some folks are coming in. Miss Robyn, are you seeing the little chat area?
Woohoo!
All right. So, if you have never been to a Think Tank Thursday before, it's a little bit different than a normal live stream that you may be used to with paper crafting. This isn't just we're going to show you how to do something, make a project, give you this little tutorial. This is a very interactive, incredibly fun live stream where we all design the projects together. So Robyn and I have not really an idea of what we're going to do tonight. I mean, we've got an idea, but we are going to be relying on you folks to comment and let us know which things that we should do. So throughout the course of the live stream, you're going to get basically a this or that kind of a choice. And as that comes along, you'll want to comment in the comments section which your choice is and majority rules. So the first question may be, if we're doing a card, are we going to do portrait or landscape? And you'll want to put in the comment what your choice is. So you actually get to help us design our projects tonight, which is so much fun, right? It is so much fun. Okay, and Robyn and I had chatted, and we have decided to use the Sweet Jar stamp and punch bundle, or at least the Sweet Jar stamp set. So each of us will have different products that we're going to be using along with that stamp set, different colors, different embellishments, whatever. And of course, it's really cool to see how each of us have our own different styles of paper crafting as well. So that's one of the most wonderfully fun things about having two people crafting at the same time with the same stamp set. So, Miss Robyn, darling, are you ready to get started?
I am ready. Now, I'm not as technically versed as Dana, so I'm old school, so I have to flip my phone. So talk amongst yourselves.
No problem. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch my camera, and I'm going to bring you off screen just a moment so you can do your switch.
How do I do that on here, Dana?
Huh?
How do I switch that on here? It's face forward on here. Does it?
Are you able to do your little thing on your phone?
Yeah, that's what I didn't think about till just now. Let's see.
Now it did something when you did that just now. It brought.
Yeah, that wasn't good though. Um,
All right. Well, we're working that out, folks. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and that way she can see it in the background. And I'm going to switch my camera around, and that way it keeps our names under our icons too. So technology is super fun when it works, and sometimes, you know what, we learn as we go. So we'll just do this. There we go. Sorry, a little bit of fast motion on you. Okay, and Miss Robyn, are you finding anything that's helping you out with that?
there, I think.
There you go.
Did I get it?
You got it.
All right, good deal. I didn't think about that. Yep.
All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. Let's see. There we go.
All right, perfect.
All right.
I told you I was old school.
I love it. Okay, now let me see here because I just realized. So we're having all kinds of techie fun today.
Exactly.
I came in with the audio on my face, so I'm going to have to keep it up there, but let me move it. I think I can make me smaller. There we go. Yay! Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Wonderful. All right, there we go. So now everybody can see we both have the Sweet Jar stamp and punch bundle in front of us.
Perfect.
And we will go ahead and get started with our project. So, Miss Robyn, would you like to kick us off?
Yeah, I can go ahead and start. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to see comments as I get so caught up. So help me, Dana.
No problem, darling. I got you.
All right, so here is our bundle that Dana and I are going to be using. This is an online exclusive. As you can see, it is a photopolymer stamp set and a punch. So I have got some some ideas for you guys. And you are going to tell me what you want to do. Now, Dana, you interrupt me if you need to, because I'll just start going.
No worries, darling.
All right. All right. So the first thing you need to decide is what kind of card base you want. If you want base 1 or base 2. So blue or berry. This is balmy blue and this is berry burst. So that is our first thing we're looking at.
All right. Well, I am super excited about that because I'm not using either one of those colors.
Oh, good. Good.
I love it. Okay, guys. So while you're deciding if you would like to do the balmy blue or berry burst, so blue or berry, comment in the comments below and I will go ahead and bring in my color choices. All right.
Perfect.
Okay, folks, I have 2 colorways for you to choose from. I've got Melon Mambo and Pretty in Pink as one colorway, or I have Darling Duckling, one of those brand new in colors, and Gray Granite. Yeah. So for my selection, are we doing the pinks or are we doing the yellow? All right. Now, Miss Robyn, which of your colors is your favorite?
I would have to say normally it is blue. The balmy blue is one of my faves.
Now, is it one of your all-time favorite colors as well, or just out of today's selection?
Out of today's selection, my all-time favorite color would probably be cherry cobbler.
Ooh, I
How about
love
you?
it. I love it. You know what? I have such a hard time picking a favorite because they're all fantastic, right?
I
But
know.
oh my goodness, but I think that maybe my all-time favorite, oh, it's going to be a toss-up between Melon Mambo and Coastal Cabana. I really like that kind of sea green look, right?
Yeah, I do
The
too.
blue green colors, absolutely beautiful. So, all right, let's see here. I'm not sure if we're having issues with comments as
Yeah, I'm
well.
not seeing any. Are you seeing any?
I'm not, but I do see that we have some folks in here. So, all right, what we'll do then is, Miss Robyn, I will go ahead and choose your color.
Okay.
And I think I want you to use balmy blue.
Then. All right. So, do you want me to go on then?
Yes,
And then we'll go back to your color. How about that? All right.
absolutely.
Everyone's deciding on what color to choose for Dana. Here are your next selections. Now, this is actually, I'm pulling in pieces from our Celebrations Expressions, Memories and More card kit. So we're
Nice.
going to use either these. Are you there?
There we go. I think we lost your audio for just a minute.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Uh-oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here actually.
All right. Very good. What was it that you said, darling? We didn't. I don't.
So
Well,
these are our two choices that you can choose from, and I've
oh,
pulled it from the Celebration Expressions pack.
nice. So
So
they've got
we're
the banners or the stripes, huh?
Yep, banners or stripes. So those
I
are your
love it.
choices to go with the balmy blue today.
Those are so pretty. Okay, and I have my two color choices here are the pinks. This is Melon Mambo and Pretty in Pink,
Mm-hmm.
or the new Darling Duckling and Gray Granite. What do you think that I should do, Miss Robyn?
I like the melon mambo and pretty in pink.
All right, I love it.
Good, 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 good. All right, so up next, then, I guess you have to choose what you like, Dana.
Yes, I definitely like the banners. That is a
Okay,
good one.
perfect. The banners, it is. So, what I'm going to do next is I have pulled in, for those of you who have seen the textured notes dies, I am
Ooh.
going to cut one of these out, probably the largest banner or the largest tag with this, because I want you all to see how nice and finished just a simple die will do for you. So
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and do that and toss it back to Dana.
absolutely. I love that. And I love the idea of letting the designer series papers and those memories and more cards really do the talking, because they make such a fabulous project without a whole lot of effort,
Yes,
right?
that is exactly right. And it looks fabulous, and you didn't have to do much.
Yes, it is wonderful. Okay, friends, I actually am going to give you guys an option with regard to a layer that I want to put on here. So I'm using the Pretty in Pink as my card base, and I'm going to put a layer of Melon Mambo down. And the card base is a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of the Pretty in Pink, and it's scored at 5 1/2, which is a half a card. And I'm going to make the Melon Mambo layer a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inch layer. And that's going to give us just the tiniest little bit of a border around our card. And then from there, I need help deciding which of my dies that I'm going to use. So my choices are going to be the Spotlight on Nature dies. Are we going to do a round die cut, or are we going to do the postage rectangle die cuts? What are we going to do? So are we going to do circles, or are we going to do rectangles? I'll leave those right there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this Melon Mambo cardstock.
Perfect.
All right, Miss Robyn, you're up, darling.
Okie doke. So what I did, I want to show you real quick, this was the piece that we have that comes in the card kit, or in the Memories and More pack. But you can see this is longer. So I just took off a 1/2 inch down here, and then I ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And so I have this, but this piece we can go ahead and use on the inside. So just keep that in mind. You're going to be getting more pieces out of that one sheet because it is longer. So I think that is an easy peasy tip that everyone can use.
I love that.
All right, so go ahead, Dana. Go ahead if you're ready.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'll keep going.
Yeah,
So,
keep going.
what I need everyone to do is we're going to do some stamping. And I need you to tell me, of course, we're going to be using our lovely Sweet Jar stamp set, and we're going to use the jar. But I need you to tell me if you want to put cookies in the jar, or if you want to put hearts in the jar. So cookies or hearts is what you're pondering now. Are you seeing any comments, Dana?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. But I'm getting a comment posted in here to see if maybe that helps jumpstart the.
Oh, gotcha.
Normally we have comments by now, so I'm wondering if maybe we're having some issues with Facebook or something. Who knows?
Yeah, and I can see it on Facebook on my page, so we're there. If people want to, comment on mine, I can see them.
Wonderful. Are you getting comments over there?
No, I'm not, but I've got 3 people on, so we'll see.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here they're coming in.
Oh, so you just had to put it in there.
Right. Right. Okay, I see hearts.
Okay, so people are voting hearts. Did anyone vote on your circles or rectangles?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right. So, Miss Robyn, what do you think? Shall we do the circles or the rectangles?
I love both of those, but I'm going to say circles.
All right. I'm really glad you said that. I was hoping for that one.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Oh, good. I see. Hey, my mom's on, Dana. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. How are
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to assume we're going to go with hearts. Would that be correct? Because someone said hearts.
So, yes, I think so.
All right. We're going to go with hearts.
Now, this is actually going to be really fun because based on the colors that everyone chose here, I will be using the hearts also. So it'd be really
Oh,
interesting and fun to see how the hearts will be used in different ways.
yes, exactly.
I love it. And
Uh,
I love that you mentioned about saving that little scrap for the inside because
yes,
I know you say it too, but my folks know I always say no naked insides and no naked envelopes.
you got it. Exactly. All right, so let me get my heart out here. So I think I'll use a bigger block for that.
Oh, why is it that you always run out of adhesive when you're on a live stream? Do
It's
you
the
have that
rule.
problem
It
too?
always happens.
I've learned to keep extra packs right at the desk for that exact reason. But I mean to tell you, it never fails. And I check. I mean, obviously, I didn't
Exactly.
check today,
That's just how it goes.
but so funny.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp using the Memento Black. I'm going to stamp our little jar.
And for those who don't know how to replace the adhesive in these, it's really, really simple. You just pop it open and line up the little posts with the holes, and then put the cover on, and that's it.
And I'm also going to stamp the lid as well. And I want to point out to you all that you can, if you want, go ahead and form a mask if you want to. And here's a mask. You can see it better. Let me put it on the balmy blue. So if you would rather lay your stamps on there and then punch them out together, that is an option for you. I did not do separately. So just know you can also do that.
When I get a stamp and punch bundle, I always make a little cheat sheet that's a piece of paper that's got the punch, and I write front where the front is. And that
Perfect.
way I can just keep it in the stamp set. So if I want to do it that way, I can do that.
Oh, perfect. Great idea.
Yeah.
I did a new update on my phone a couple days ago, and everything is different. So I'm still adjusting to that.
I gotcha.
Drives you nuts sometimes.
Absolutely. Okay, friends, I have another choice for you. On the front of my card, I would like to emboss this layer of the Melon Mambo. And I would like to do it either in Forever Plaid, which is really fun, or the Dotted Circles embossing folder.
Ooh,
Right? So these
nice. I love
embossing
both
folders,
those.
yes, they are fabulous. These embossing folders are fantastic because they're huge and you can actually fit two card fronts in the embossing folder at the same time and run it through. So it's incredibly handy for those of us who do card classes too.
Yes.
So the option is plaid or dots. All right. So if you'll leave a comment down in the messages below and let us know which one you prefer, I will get that going here directly.
All right. And then while Dana, you're thinking about Dana's answers, here's my two. What color are we going to make our hearts? We've got berry burst or we've got balmy blue. And over here is your color choices. So take your pick, say blue or berry.
These colors really are very nice together. I love them.
Yes. I'm just going to attach some things while people are voting.
Awesome.
And I am I've always been a seal girl, but I'll tell you, I have been using more and more of the Tombow green glue lately.
Have you really?
Well, because for positioning things, it depends. Like if I'm really particular and I need a little wiggle room, I will go with the Tombow green glue.
Yes. I actually keep all of the things on hand right here.
Oh yeah.
Because it depending on what the project is, I may switch, up between one and the other in the same project.
Absolutely. And I go back and forth as well.
Absolutely. Okay, I see Barry. Barry is your your selection there, love.
All right, I just adhered those pieces. And let's find our little jar here. And find our berry burst. Now, what I want to tell everyone is you don't have to have two different ink pads. You don't have to have a light and a dark. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So we're going to use one color, and that's going to be the berry burst. But we're going to stamp off, and we're going to have two colors. So if you're a new stamper and don't know this trick, all you do is ink up your stamp, stamp off, and then come down here to your little jar and then stamp, and it's much lighter. Okay. Yeah. And then you're going to take the actual hearts and you're going to come in and you're going to stamp in full strength right over the other one. And you're going to see you don't need to have a light and a dark ink pad because you've got two colors in one ink pad. So if you're a new stamper, that might be a new tip for you.
I love that. And it is worth repeating, even if they're not a new
Yes. I forget it myself.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. It's there's a lot to remember, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My grandmother used to tell me when I was a kid that she knew everything, right? And so I would ask her a question and she would say, "Well, I don't know." And I say, "I thought you knew everything." And she said, "I do know everything. I just can't recall it all at once."
I love that.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah,
is great.
that should tell you all you need to know about my grandmother. Kind
I
of
think we would have got along fabulously.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. She
Now,
was a stinker.
now another tip, folks, you noticed when I punched the jar out, when you're using a punch, work backwards, okay? Because
Yeah,
you'll be able to see what you're doing. You would never be able to do this otherwise.
absolutely.
So work backwards and then you get the piece you need because you can see it.
Right on. Hey, Miss Amy. Hey, Sherry. All right, I'm seeing some folks coming in.
All right. Hey, hey.
Ladies. Welcome to the party, girls.
Woohoo, welcome.
What am I doing wrong here? I'm feeling some kind of weird. Oh, there it is. Hey, when you're doing die cutting, it's important to know what the proper sandwich is. And so let's discuss that. For dies, for regular thinlits dies, you use the big platform. You use this piece right here. It's critical to have this piece right here. And then a clear plate, your paper, the die, and the other clear plate. Now I bet you it works a lot better. Oh, dear. Oh, so funny.
All
I
right,
was
now
just
here's an
running
instance.
through like, why is that so fast?
Now here's an instance where I'm going to use the Tombow green glue because I'm going to want to wiggle this around a little bit. And this is going to be on the inside of our card. So this is that other piece that I just snipped off of our front piece. And you see how I have a little wiggle room? And now it is perfectly straight, where if I would have used the seal, I would have had to been perfect on that. So that's why I recommend that.
I love it. I love it. Plus, I don't know about you, but when it comes to putting paper lined up evenly with an edge, I sometimes struggle with that.
Oh gosh, exactly.
So it's nice to have that extra little bit of wiggle room there.
Yes, it is for sure.
All right.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a little tip here. We are going to make a pedestal for our cookie jar. So what you're going to do is take your punch, and we're going to punch actually 2 of the cookie jar tops. And you're going to see how we're going to create a pedestal with that.
Oh, I'm dying to see this.
Well, you got to get creative, you know.
I love it. Miss Robyn's about to show me how it's done.
I don't know about that, girl. You're the techno queen. I'll just punch.
Oh, well, we all have our talents, babe, and this is going to be beautiful. I can't wait to see it.
All right. So, for those of you who are you waiting on a vote, or should I go, Dana?
No, go ahead, love.
Okay. All right. We are going to do a sentiment on the inside of the card, and I am going to do one part of it in black. But the other part of the sentiment, I need you to tell me again if you want berry burst or balmy blue. So just vote below, say blue or berry, and I'm going to show you real quick what you're going to vote for. This is our inside. And we're just going to put this little sentiment here, sending a little blank your way.
Love
So we
it.
are going to put in there party. So do you want that in blue or berry?
I love it. So cute.
You can tell it's going to be your birthday.
Oh, I'm seeing blue already. Let's see. We've got a tiebreaker we're needing now. We've got balmy blue and berry.
Oh, wow. Who's going to break it? That might have to be you, Dana.
I know it. You know what? It's funny because sometimes these girls are in sync, like their minds are totally linked up, and then and it works wonderfully. And then other times they give me a good run for my money. All right, friends, we need a tiebreaker. Are we doing balmy blue or are we doing berry burst? I'll give you just a second and then I'm going to make my choice.
All right.
Yeah. And while you guys are doing that, I am looking for a scrap piece of paper to stamp my jar with. There we go.
You want me to drop one by?
Right? Okay, Miss Pat says berry.
Okay, Barry won.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Pat.
So much. All right. Oh. I was just wondering, where did I put my memento ink?
Here, you want to use mine?
Right. Yes, please. All right. And as my folks know, always tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush.
Yep. You got it.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. All right. Okay, friends, I have a question for you. Are we doing the lid to the jar in Pretty in Pink, or are we doing it in Melon Mambo?
Oh.
No, this is almost a monochromatic card, isn't it? I mean, it kind of is anyway.
Yeah.
But so if you don't know, monochromatic card is using all the things in the shades of whatever the color is. In this case, we're using shades of pink, and they really can make some striking cards.
Yeah, monochromatic really can be very bold in itself.
Mm-hmm. And even as well, I think probably one of my all-time favorite card color schemes is either totally white, because I love that clean and crisp look, or a nice black and white card.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
I love all the colors, but it's just very classy and elegant.
Yes.
And very little effort needed, which I love.
Concur. Exactly.
Which I love.
All right, my friends, I'm going to put a little candle. I don't know if you can see that on here, but I'm going to put a little candle inside our card just to signify a party. Now I'm going to stamp this in balmy blue like that. Now I do not have our new, what's our new tiger's color? Our orange tiger.
Oh, tiger.
Timid tiger, right?
Yes.
All right. So I don't have that ink pad yet. I know you're shocked about that, but I have to pace myself. But I do have the Stampin' Right markers in our new 5N colors. So I'm going to pull out Timid Tiger, And I'm just going to get the top of our candle, and I'm going to take the brush marker, the brush end, because it comes in two tips, the brush end and the fine tip end. And I'm just going to color the back of this. And then I'm going to come down here, and I have two stamps on this one block, as you can see. And then I'm going to give it a flame. So don't be afraid to play with your stamps on the inside of the card as well.
Absolutely.
And another tip, you guys, if you don't know this, when we get our photopolymer stamps, they have a bit of a residue on it. So what I like to do is I put them on my block, and then this is an old Stampin' Up! Sanding block that we got 100 years ago, and just go over it like 3 times, and that'll take that residue off of your photopolymer stamp, and it'll stamp much crisper. So that's just a little tip for y'all.
I love all the tips.
Yes, because you forget.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm loving those hearts, Dana.
Right? Look at how cute our hearts are. We've got the berry hearts and the melon hearts, and they both look gorgeous.
Oh, I love it.
This is a really, really fun bundle. I
agree.
Yeah. And because it's got the shamrock in there and the birthday candles and everything, you can really use it for so many different occasions.
Absolutely.
I intend to play with it a little bit and see if I can't manipulate some things, like maybe, you know what? A snow globe with the little speckled stamp.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to take we have those little bubble domes, and I was going to take it and put it inside here and make it a shaker card, but it's just a tad too big, so I didn't go that way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's unfortunate, because that would be a great idea.
Exactly. I thought so.
Yes. Yes. Of course, what you could do if you wanted to do a shaker type card is like this right here, how it's cut out. If you were cutting it out of your background paper here, of course, and putting some acetate behind it,
yeah,
you could make a shaker that way.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Exactly. And
But
that's
that
the next
really
part.
would have been good.
All right, I'm going to take this lid, and I've decided to go ahead and put the lid on the jar here. Now, here's another tip. When I do a lot of classes, people go ahead and put their dimensionals on, but they can't remember if they've peeled it off. So I just take a marker and go all over my dimensionals, and then they can see if there's something on there or not. So just an idea.
That's great.
Now, in order to do this lid, I don't want to fiddle with the green glue. That's way too messy and it's way too small. So I'm just taking 2 dimensionals and just attaching the lid that way. So you can see that right there.
I love it.
And then just put some more dimensionals, because you can never have too many dimensionals. Never.
Sherry Gray is in the group, and she is cackling and clapping with you right now.
All right, Sherry. I love it.
She feels that way too.
I love it.
Hey, Miss Dawn, how are you, love? Yeah, she loves all the dimension, man.
All right, I'm going to show y'all how to make your pedestal. So here's your 2 lids.
Yes.
All I'm going to do is I love glue dots. So just get yourself a glue dot. And I like to get my take your pick tool for this and peel that off there. And then let me pull this up. And we're going to attach just like that.
Brilliant.
And now we've got a pedestal
Brilliant.
to set our heart jar on.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's all in the punch.
That's right. I love it.
All right, so next up, I am going to get a happy birthday out here. And I am just going to go simply, let me find it, right across the top.
Awesome. Oh, so cute. Okay, guys, I have one more question for you here. I've got the 1/4-inch white ribbon, and I have the white baker's twine. And I think it would be nice to put a piece of ribbon or twine around this layer before I attach it to the card. And then this piece will go something like this. Okay, so
Ooh.
am I going to use ribbon? All right, or am I going to use twine? Okay, comment and let me know which one we're going to do. And while you're deciding that, I'm going to go ahead and attach the jar that has dimensionals to the circles. Okay.
All right, and while you're thinking about Dana's answer, when I attach our jar to the pedestal, I need to know, do you want to put, let me find it here, do you want me to put a linen thread bow right here on the jar top?
Okay.
Or should we go with baker's twine? So tell me, linen thread or baker's twine on mine?
I love it. You can't go wrong with either one.
Exactly.
I'm sitting on a tiebreaker here, so I've got a vote for twine and a vote for ribbon. So I'm hoping for a tiebreaker in the comments.
All right, I see Pat Manor said berry. Oh, and pink. Okay, that's on the other one. Amy Pitt said twine.
Yep. And Dawn's got ribbon.
Woohoo!
So I'll
Decisions.
So yeah, there's basically what the ribbon will look like.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right. This is like Valentine's ready, but it can be just all about, hey, I love you every day.
Absolutely. I love it.
And then there's some twine.
All right, because I'm a big fan of dimensionals, I'm popping this up.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Miss Robyn, what do you think? Should I do ribbon or should I do twine?
I like the ribbon idea.
All right.
But you can't go wrong either way.
I was just going to say that. I don't think you could go wrong either way. Oh, my goodness. That's
all
funny.
right, so I'm attaching this with our dimensionals to the card front. And all right.
Oh, that is so stinking cute.
Now these, I'm going to use these because they match, but I need y'all to vote if you want the pink or the blue. Now, technically, this is not berry burst, but when you put it on the card, it doesn't really matter. And
Yeah.
technically, this is not balmy blue, but it matched a bit.
Yes, they're very, very pretty.
And if you don't like that, you can always take your rhinestones and color them with your blends.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Amy says anniversary card or just because I love you and it's Saturday. Random cards are the best cards.
There you go. Random acts of cardness.
That's right. So cute. All right. And Miss Robin, I know you don't suffer from this affliction, but I sometimes struggle to get cards out. Can you believe that?
Oh, I'm awful. I'm the same way. I create lists that I just keep adding names to.
Yes. Yes. I hate it. I feel awful. I want to send out a million cards a week, you know? But
Exactly.
I have them in a box and
Exactly. I'm the same way.
oh, well, it's good to know that I'm not alone.
You are not alone, my friend. All right, you're going to have to vote. I don't see any answers for twine or baker's twine or baker's. What does anyone want? Anyone?
Oh, yes. Linen thread or baker's twine.
Linen thread or baker's twine, folks.
That linen thread is one of my absolute go-tos. I
Oh,
always
yeah. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Oh, so sweet. All right. Okay, folks, make sure you comment down below and let us know. Are we doing baker's twine or are we doing linen thread on Miss Robin's super stinking cute card over there? Aha, Don says linen thread.
All right. That sounds good. Now I'm going to do a double bow, so I'm just going to cut a piece of linen thread. And I like to cut it in half. Now everybody has a different way to do this, so don't think there's a right or a wrong way. And then I just kind of go to the middle and form a little bow. And then just pull it through.
Oh, how cute. What a neat idea.
Yeah, and then you just kind of, fix it.
I love it.
Easy peasy.
Love that too.
Yes, you got it. Dana and I have so much in common.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Now, for people on my page, Dana lives in Tennessee. For people on Dana's page, I'm in Georgia. So,
yes. Well, at least we've got the southern thing there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
All right, now here's my tip. This is how I like to adhere my linen thread. I take a glue dot and I just kind of roll it a bit. And then I put this on the back of my ribbon or bow. And then just pull that out. And it just makes it so easy. And it looks like it's part of the piece. So don't be afraid to use your glue dots.
We call that a glue booger.
Yes, yes, you do. I remembered that.
It's not necessarily an appealing or endearing term, but it's appropriate.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
All right. I have the base of my card done with the ribbon, and I think that I'm going to leave the sentiment off of the front, and I'm
Oh,
going to put
Dana,
it
that looks
on the inside.
great.
You like? Look at
Oh,
how
no, I
different.
love.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is awesome.
I absolutely love how we're both using the same stamp set and even use the hearts, but our cards look totally different.
I know. That worked out so
Wonderful.
well. And
Yes,
I'm going
I
to go
love
ahead with the clear rhinestone since no one voted, and I'm going to put one down here
Oh,
on
neat.
our pedestal. And then whenever you get an ink blob, this is good that it happened on the live. Remember, there's no mistakes, just creative solutions.
Amen.
So just put some rhinestones and then you have a party.
That's right. I'm going to be using the new strawberry slush and pretty in pink gems because they are so cute. Have you seen them yet?
I've got them.
Oh, they're
Love
wonderful.
them.
And they have a little bit of that gold fleck in them too, similar to the iridescent ones that we have before.
Oh, yeah.
And they're absolutely wonderful. But just like what you were talking about with the different colors of the gemstones on your options there, the pink not being quite the berry, because they've got that translucent look to them. I can use
Oh, yeah,
this
that looks
lighter
great.
shade. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, on camera, that looks really good.
Yeah. So the darker one does have a little bit more of like an orangey red undertone, like the strawberry slush, as opposed
Yeah.
to the melon mambo. But the lighter shade matches beautifully.
Yes,
So
it does.
will do. All right. And I love that we get two different sizes of the gemstones also. That makes it
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, and then I have to pull out our Wink of Stella because our hearts have to have some glitter.
Yes.
So we got to have some fun, glittery hearts.
Absolutely. Now, Miss Robyn, do you have troubles putting your gemstones down? I will sometimes move them 5 or 6 times before I'm happy with the way that they look.
Yeah, and I do, pull them all around, and they say put them in odd numbers, so it's either 3 or 5 for me.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I tend to do that. I have a hard time figuring out where I want them to go. So I'll sit and fiddle with it for a minute and then get
I'm with
flustered.
you.
Just put them down.
I'm with you. Some people can just drop them wherever.
Oh, and isn't that amazing? I would love to be that person. I would love it. There I go, fiddling with it again. Oh well. Let's
Dana,
see.
I love that card.
I'm really excited about these, and the stamp set is just fantastic, isn't it?
It is. There's so many options.
Yeah, I'm loving your birthday card and those beautiful colors together.
Yeah.
So fun. Let's see. Okay, listen, I'm gonna stop with those things because I will sit and poke at them. Oh my goodness, it's awful. So awful. All right, but yes, I completely agree with you with regard to the Wink of Stella. So we've got to have that. Now, don't get carried away, Stella. Sometimes she gets a little overeager,
Well, you said keep it simple, so we're keeping it simple. I do have a problem with that sometimes. I did a Christmas card class that we did 7 cards, and they were very detailed, and my customers about, I think, killed me when they were done, but they loved it when they were done.
Of course. Yeah, once they were finished, right? They were like,
once
okay,
they were done.
we're better now. Yes. But you know what? It's a funny thing though, because sometimes I think a card is pretty simple,
Yeah,
and it happens to end up being one of the ones that takes the longest for my girls to do, and
it
I
does.
never have thought it.
Exactly.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then for the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little trick that I did with my girls. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah.
It is.
Yesterday, I had coffee and card class, and we actually used this stamp and punch bundle at coffee and card class too. So it's kind of fun.
Great.
Yeah. So I have some other projects that I can show you, but I took the stamp that's meant to be lined up with the jar, and I manipulated it in such a way that I could use it to stamp like around the corner of the inside of the card.
Oh yeah.
So
I love
now
that idea.
right? So with
Perfect.
this one, I have to make sure and put it over to the right side because there's half a heart right here. And, half a heart out in the open would look weird. So
Yeah.
let's bring it over this way instead. And we have some cute little hearts.
Oh, that's adorable.
And then for the envelope as well, we'll do the same kind of thing. Here we go. And then a little bit on the flap. There we go. And then for the sentiment, I kind of want to go with a memento, but I'm going to keep with, well, I did memento on the jar, so we can tie it in that way. It's okay. All right. So we have a sending a little and your way, and the love right here, which is going to be beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
So we will do sending a little in memento, and then we'll do love in either pretty in pink or melon mambo. So you guys will want to comment down below and let me know if I'm doing love in melon mambo or pretty in pink.
Hey, Jessica Brigden. Hello, my friend.
She said 2 of my favorite Southern stampers crafting together.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, how are you, darling?
So great. You love the cards, Jessica.
Yes, thank you very much, love. Okay, where did I put that stamp? There it is. All right. So remember, ladies, I need to know, are we doing love in melon mambo or are we doing it in pretty in pink? Oh, look at that. Did you see what that did? But at least it didn't touch my card. I don't
only on live.
It didn't touch my card, so praise Jesus, we're good.
That is stressful.
Oh dear. All right, here we go. Let's try this again.
Oh my goodness.
All right, now I'm going to get that background scrap piece out of the way. I know that kind of drives people nuts a little bit. I use the same piece of scrap paper, because I'm just like stamping off. And so I'll stick in my paper. And, a couple of my girls had made a comment to me a little while back. We were all joking and having a good time. And they said, why do you use that old paper that's all stamped up? It's hard to focus. And I said, I said, I didn't even think about it. I never would have thought about it because I don't even think about the background at all. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I
Right.
don't see anything
I
else.
totally get that. I totally get that. Now
So you
here's the Berry Burst card that so I'm glad Dana chose Balmy Blue, but I want to show you all how cute the cookies are too while
oh,
Dana's finishing up. And
how
I put some
adorable.
Wink of Stella on there as well. So don't be afraid to use your Stella. And then on the inside is the same as this is. So
Yes,
that
yes.
gives you a couple of ideas.
All right, let me wipe this off before I drop it upside down. Because that would be the luck right there. Like I
Oh,
saved it the first time and then I drop it again. All right, we're doing Love and Melon Mambo, looks like.
I
So
love
let's
it.
get that done.
That would have been my choice.
Yeah.
Jessica said, "Great save, Dana."
Thank you, darling. Oh,
Oh, she
yeah.
loves her some Stella, don't we all, girl?
Oh, amen, sister. Amen. And you know what? We also have in the stamp set, we've got these little hearts here too.
Oh
So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, let's see. You can never have too many hearts, right?
No, 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 no.
I think. That's what I think. And you know what? Since we've used Melon Mambo here and here, let's go ahead and change it up just a little bit. And we'll bring in that pretty in pink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, yes.
That looks great.
I love it. Okay, now for the sake of our live stream, I'm not going to do Wink of Stella on the inside. You
Oh yeah.
totally can, but I highly recommend that if you're going to do Wink of Stella, especially on an inside layer, that you go ahead and do the Stella and then set it aside for a little bit to dry, because otherwise you'll get Stella smear on the inside of your card and it
Oh yeah.
could reactivate your ink just a little bit and maybe smidge up your sentiment. So I can go ahead and put the Stella on here, but I won't put it inside the card yet. But let me just show you what it would look like. Super,
Oh, that
super
looks
cute.
great.
I love doing that background layer on the inside
Yes.
as well. It beefs up the card and it makes it look so pretty.
Oh, I love that idea.
All right, so now I'll just do a tiny little touch here. You could even highlight the word love if you wanted to. I'm not going to because, I'm
Right.
pressing my luck as it is.
Dana, did you match your nails to your card because they look fabulous?
You know what? I didn't, but I was thinking that as
Oh
we were
my goodness.
working. I'm like, oh, that's almost Melon Mambo.
I love it.
Yes, I have a super, super cute and sweet little nail girl, and she does the coolest things with my nails.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, I love it. Okay, there we go. And then, like I said, friends, I will just let this sit to the side to dry so that we don't have any kind of smudgy issues or anything like that. So
Jessica's right on line with you. She had put on the chat, you could use Stella on the hearts, and there you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So there's the front and the inside of my card.
Fabulous.
Now I'm gonna show you guys the two that we did yesterday right quick.
Yes.
And so this one looks really similar in the color scheme, but it's strawberry slush.
Oh.
So you can see here the difference between the Melon Mambo and the strawberry slush. There's a pretty substantial difference when you've got them side by side.
Oh yeah.
I think the strawberry slush is more closely related to Flirty Flamingo than Melon Mambo, to be honest. Yeah.
So I love the landscape too.
Right?
That looks good landscape, yeah.
Yeah, and it's using that new damask embossing
Yes.
folder, super pretty.
Love it.
And, the new little dots there. No, are they new? They're not new. I lied. These are on the last chance list. These are the adhesive backed dots for days.
Oh,
They are
yeah.
on the last chance list. So if you like them, you want to run over and either to Miss Robbins, or if you're one of my girls, my shop, and get them before they run out because they are while supplies last.
Yes.
And then on the inside, you'll be able to see how I did the cookies in the corner, like we did the hearts
Oh,
just a minute
so
ago,
cute.
right? And then I did the same thing with the envelope. So there's
Okay.
that one. And then a birthday card, very clean and simple.
Oh, cute.
Right? A little bit of Darling Duckling brushed around the back to give it a nice little glow. The
Yes.
little candles stamped inside, and those single ones fussy cut and laid over the top. Happy
Ah,
birthday, right?
gorgeous.
And then just the little candles on the inside.
Ah,
So, really simple and easy way to dress up the inside and the envelope, and it gives plenty of room to write on it.
oh, I love those.
Right? So, we
Thank you
have
for
a really
sharing.
Oh, thank you so much for coming and doing crafting with
Hey,
us.
thanks for inviting me. It was like we're almost right in the same room.
That's right. All right, love. Are you going to be able to switch your camera around by chance?
Yeah, let me do that.
All right, here we go. Let me get rid of this one. And there we go. And we'll bring Miss Robyn. There she is. Oh, what a wonderful time we had this
Oh,
evening.
that was fun.
It was. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me and crafting. And you're
Thank
right,
you.
it is almost like we're in the same room. I
I
love it.
know. On stage is too far apart, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it really is. It absolutely is. So, okay, friends, well, there you have it. Thank you guys so much for being with us this evening. We hope that you guys had a lot of fun. And remember, make sure, let me grab this right quick. Make sure that you go over and like Miss Robyn's Facebook page as well.
You are
And
so good, Dana. I
I
love
tell
you.
you what, this program does it all. It's not me. I am really
Nope,
not
I'm giving
tech
you the
savvy,
credit.
but it's been so much fun. And Think Tank Thursday is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you'd like to follow the Stampin' Chick Dana Sullivan and check out the next week's coming up, I do have other guests that are going to be coming in.
Ooh.
And actually, Miss Jessica is going to be with me very soon, too.
Yay!
I know it's going to be so much fun. So I hope that I will see you guys next week. Miss Robyn, thank you so much again for hanging out with us.
Thank you,
And
Stampin' Sister.
I love you, baby. Mwah.
Bye, guys. Thanks.